left side to Swank. Swank strings it around. Now Green has it. Now kicks it over to Thompson. Thompson back to Swank here on the left free throw line. Extended one dribble, top the key, and that'll be Eddie Adamson for the three. And we've seen that before as Ottawa drained their first three against MNU as well, right out of the gate. Newton top the key for the Pioneers. Gives it left to Clark. He'll stop and pop right there from about 18 feet away. His shot off, no good. And here come the Warriors up the left sideline.
That was something that me and Rocky also talked about. No one's getting underneath there for the Pioneers to grab those rebounds. On that one, there was 4 Warriors under there ready for that rebound and 0 white shirts.
You want to have your offensive guys in there looking for an offensive rebound, and no Pioneers there on that one. A little fadeaway shot in the middle of the lane by Starks is no good and rebounded out to MNU. Here's Connor Langer. And Langer trying to work in the middle lane, falls down, gives it out to Luke, who thinks about the shot. Will kick it over to Newton in the corner. His three-point bucket, no good. Rebounded out to Sterling. And here comes Adamson. Adamson working against Langer. And they're going to call Connor here on a bump. That I think maybe Addison would have walked with it if they wouldn't have called the foul before. But nonetheless, it'll be Warrior basketball underneath their own goal. They're going to stack it here on the lane line nearest the ball. And the inbound hit out of bounds.
I believe that was in the other direction. But
they're going to say that was off of MNU. It looked like it was off the hands of Braden Thompson from Sterling, but they're going to give it back right back to Sterling, that same exact spot.
As I said in an earlier game, the refs are going to call anything and everything.
And Addison, another three for him. He's got 6 points, as do his Warriors, as they lead at 6-0. David Clark now top the key to Nick Sarai, who calls out a play leading his team 1-4 low look here for the Pioneers.
I'm going to say if the Pioneers don't get any bucket on this one, Rocky Lamar's going to send someone else in.
As Sterling College setting up in a 2-3 zone, a defense the Pioneers have had trouble with in recent memory, but Connor Langer drills the shot there in the open spot at the left angle. Left corner now is Starks, or Swank, excuse me, for the Warriors. He'll give it top the key to Starks, gives it back, brings it around to Green, and they're going to say there was a moving screen underneath, and they're going to put that one against Phineas Starks. His first team foul of the half for the Warriors.
That's just a sloppy call. You're away from the ball. There's no reason to have a moving screen on that one.
And early in this one, it's 6-2, a little under 18 to play. Brandon Newton kicks it left side to Connor Langer, who looks for his man inside. Now gives it right side to Sarai. Sarai, number 4 in the nation right now in assists. And Brandon Newton gets his shot to go there off his own rebound. A nice shot there by Brandon Newton to maintain control and get an extra as well.
See from your offensive guys, they need to get underneath there, get their own rebound. They need to fight for the rebounds because that's what's going to win this ball game. I mean, Sterling comes in 2-0. They are a very tough team. Rocky even commented that they're going to be a really good test for the Pioneers, even though they are D2. So, as Brandon Newton puts up his extra, it's a no-go.
It's free throw off the front rim, no good. Top the key to Swank, swings it around to Addison. Addison over to Green. Green dumps it inside and finds Troy Smith. And he'll work against Luke Thomas. Now kick it out to Thompson. Thompson, he'll hit a three there from the left wing and drain it. So 3 threes for the Sterling Warriors. They lead at 9-4 with a little over 17 minutes. And Connor Langer will answer with a three. Langer from the left wing.
He was pretty far back too. He was almost to the sideline on that one.
But we saw that in the Park game, the second game of the year for the Pioneers. Connor Langer jacking it up from 24, 25 feet and drilling them, and he did it there. Nick Sarai gets a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Green. Jamal Green out of bounds with the basketball. Nick Sarai, the leader in steals for the Pioneers so far this season as well.
Coming in with 2.3 on average and a total of 9 in the last. And that's, I mean, they played 4 games, 9 steals. You're doing pretty good.
And Nick Sarai gives it right side here to Luke Thomas. We'll give Newton to the top of the key, swings it back to Sarai. Sarai finds a Langer. Langer's trying to drive to the middle of the lane, but kicks it out to Nate Lannis into the game now. Inside against the shorter Phineas Starks, gets the lay in to go. Nice move there by the big fella. 9-9 is your score now. 16:25 to go.
It's also something you want to see. You want to see him pressuring the defense, trying to get inside there, maybe drawing a foul if you have to. As Luke Thomas hasn't been too great from the free throw line, but still, that's what you want to see.
And Green is going to take a three of his own. This one will not fall. So the first missed three of the game for the Warriors will give the Pioneers the basketball as it ran out of bounds.
Coming in for the Warriors, number 5, Darius Alexander, a senior guard, 5'11" from Little Rock, Arkansas. I believe he was also the same one who received the recognition at this Jeff Uphouse recognition of the tournament for Sterling.
So Nick Sarai, top of the key to Newton. Newton drives down the right lane line and gets the floater to go. Brandon Newton with the bucket there. 11-9 your score. I'm interested to see that Darius Alexander didn't actually start the game. He leads his team in assists and steals and had a big impact on the season last year as the Warriors went 21-11. But anyway, Addison has the ball and will give it off to Alexander. Swings it left to Thompson. Now Swank in the left wing and kicks it around to Addison. Addison will shoot a three from the top of the key. He missed it, but Swank in there for the tip in.
See, that's what the Pioneers need to be looking for. Someone to be right there ready to tip it in.
And Nate Launis in transition. Way to run the floor there by the junior. 13-11, MNU on top. Top of the key, Alexander. Gives the left side to Swank. Swank, top of the key to Smith. Mishandles the basketball, but now Swank has it. Swank's trying to find a spot. Stops at the right elbow and kicks it back out to Addison. Addison, he'll drive middle of the paint, now kick it left side to Alexander. He'll throw up a three off the back rim, rebounded to Connor Langer. And here comes Sarai, right side to Launis. Launis will look at a three, he'll shoot it, and off the side of the rim, no good. Nate Launis now 1 for 8 on the season from the three-point line. His only three came in overtime against Park, a big one.
Ready to check in for the Warriors is Ted Dower, and ready for the Pioneers is David Nelson.
David Nelson, the stellar freshman from Olathe South High School.
Olathe South has a lot of good players. I don't know how many championships they've had, but I mean they have a lot of good players who come to MNU.
And Troy Smith trying to power against Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas not giving him an inch, misses the lay-in. And Connor Langer's three on the other end will find a shooter's roll as it looked like he was going to rattle out, but touched the glass and rolled right back in. So Connor Langer, 2 threes here in the early going. 14 minutes exactly to play in the first half. 16-11 MNU. Left side line. And hit a jump shot from 15 feet away. But here comes Sarai as he caught the Warriors walking back, but unable to get anyone inside the paint. And Luke Thomas fouled on the play there by Troy Smith as he just spun right around him and had a reverse layup. But they're going to call it before the shot.
Dustin Randall's been a great asset. And for the Warriors, number 22, Brandon Givens, a sophomore guard. Kansas.
So Nate Launis now to David Nelson, swings it around to Connor Langer. Good defense there by the Warriors to prevent the three from Connor, but Justin Randall right in the middle lane. Connor Langer put in the deuce.
Seems to be getting more confident in the last few games and wanting to put up those shots. He's going to earn a lot of respect in the league doing that.
And definitely as that pass is way out of bounds, unfortunately for Givens, it'll be MNU basketball.
30-second timeout.
Timeout. Sterling will also be taking a timeout. You've been listening to KMNU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com.
Welcome back to Cook Center, Bell Family Arena on top of Rocky Lamar's court. Your Pioneers taking on the Sterling College. And they lead it 18-13 with 13 minutes to play in the first half. David Nelson, the freshman, with the ball in the middle of the floor, kicks it right side to the over to Launis. Launis looking inside, and he'll dribble to the top of the key and pass it back to Nelson.
Interesting fact, Jeff Uphouse, we were at the Jeff was the very first scholarship recruit for Rocky Lamar back in 1986. So that was Rocky Lamar's first season. So, you know,
and from Justin Randall to get Luke Thomas open, and he received a pass from David Nelson, but his layup no good as he was fouled going up, but he'll get 2 free throws here. Good post-to-post act. Justin Randall just finding a man to screen and get Luke Thomas open underneath.
So 1986, did he say it's 7th year for him now?
It's his 28th year.
28th year.
This is number 28 for Coach Rocky Lamar. And Coach Rocky Lamar will be inducted into the NAI at the national tournament in April. And that's the highest honor for an individual in the NAIA. So congratulations to Coach Rocky, as he's already been a member of MNU and in the Heart of America Athletic Conference, and now national recognition for our coach.
Coming in for the Pioneers, number 21, David Clark. He started the game. He's back in. Luke Thomas sunk his first. He's been struggling there. Me and Coach also talked about the practice that they had today. Really was pressing for those free throws, getting rebounds, and working those easy shots underneath within about 5 feet of the basket.
So Luke Thomas makes the second. It's 20-13, 12:40 to play. Addison right side for the Warriors to Alexander. Screen from Swank. MNU now working a 2-3 zone defense. Skipped across to Addison. He'll shoot a 3. Left wide open, but he left it short. And say is off at David Clark. And so Sterling will inbound underneath their own goal.
It was a good play by David Clark, trying to fight for that rebound, trying to see if he could get something. And unfortunately, just hand out and out of bounds.
Swank top of the key. He'll shoot a 3. It rolls around no good. As David Clark right there for the rebound. Stuck in the, but able to get it out. And here's David Nelson. David Nelson across the point of no return. He'll stop and pop for 3. And it's good for the freshman. He had 3 threes in his first game. Baptist College, and the freshman with his first one tonight. 23-13, 12 minutes to play here in the first half. Added on the left side for the Warriors. Gets a serve from number 40, Ted Power, who's in the game now for the Warriors. He gets another one on the opposite side of the floor. Addison now with the ball in the right corner. He'll use pick and roll with Addison's shot blocked there by Justin Randall. The ball head to Langer, who missed the pass as it was stolen away by the Warriors. Alexander working gets top all the way to go back by Luke Thomas, but with the cleanup there, Ted Dower off the block from Luke. So 23-15 your score now. Luke Thomas middle of the lane teamed, dribble, and the coach wanted a block, but Luke got the shot away but missed it. Alexander now top of key. He'll pop from there and drain it. A 2-point shot actually declared by the official. Had a toe on the line. 23-17, 6-point ball game. Brandon Newton, Nick Sarai, Nate Lonis back in 9 years.
I think David Nelson learning the ropes of being a good player as the referee slipped and fell on the sideline. That's kind of funny. I hope he cut, and I think he did. That'd be a good blooper for later.
Here's Addison off the field. Alexander will shoot another 3. It's going to go left. A rebound out to Luke Thomas. Luke is averaging 12 rebounds and averaging a double, and David Nelson had his pick as Alexander's going to go all the way to the goal. Has it blocked by Luke Thomas again as he had a little grin on his face as he just missed the shot. A blocking foul here is going to go against Brent Givens. He tried to stop in front of David Nelson as David Nelson just ran right over him, but official said he set. So it'll be Pioneer basketball here on the sideline right in front of us as Nelson and Luke Thomas. Connor Lang will have a Josiah Ray, a freshman from Derby, Kansas, is in the game. The low block guarding Randall. Nick Sarai top the key. MNU setting up their zone offense. And Newton inside, open for the shot, and it's good from about 8 feet away. Brandon Newton, 5-17 your score. And right now, if you look at the score and the time, they're on pace to score points again tonight, as they average 104 points, which is 8 NAI Division I right now.
Who is above them now?
Their Columbia is number 1. They average about 133 points. Only 2 games though. Both games like the Bible Baptist College game.
Okay.
So
who's over 100 points right now. Who other teams?
Yeah, typically you want your non-conference schedule to be not easy because you want a couple challenging games at the Park game. You want your non-conference schedule to be games you can win and games to build your guys' confidence before you go in that nasty conference play. A nice slip there by Starks. 4-2 for Sterling. 6-point ball still here at the Cook Center as David Clark take a jump shot from 18 feet away on the left corner, but it's long off the rim and out of bounds, so it'll be Sterling ball here.
Me and Leslie Berger, the assistant coach for the girls team, coming back from Ottawa, we talked about the NAIA. There's been and no conference games before winter break.
Interesting change.
So they have to do all conference games after. That's how the NCAA, and that's how we do it from now on, starting next year.
And Matt Swank will drill a 3 there. The junior from Pratt, Kansas. 3-point ball game, just like MNU and Nate Lannis trying to answer here, and he does. Splash the net for Nate. 9 minutes to play, 28-22 MNU.
As Nate Lannis picks up his first 3 of the night, that's the second shot that he put up, and it's him 2 for 3 altogether.
And the Pioneers back in a man-to-man defense here as Alexander actually gets all in the middle of the lane, gives it off to Green, who dribbles to the free throw line, dumps it in to Starks, who traveled with it, so that'll be MNU basketball.
That's the way you want your game. Get 2 guys right up in so you can't really break through, and have 2 strong guys like Justin Randall and Brandon. Honestly, I mean, I can see if someone maybe getting Justin Randall. I really know him, but I've met Justin Newton. I know he's a brick wall that you really can't push.
Nate Lannis in the left corner gives it inside to Brandon Newton right there between the rings. Kick over to Sarai. Sarai and Thomas double teamed. He'll fade away off the glass, off the rim. No good. Ball tipped up in the air. Finally rebounded Sterling. And here comes Jamal Green up the right sideline. And to Thompson. Thompson for 3. No good, out of bounds. MNU basketball.
Coming in for Sterling, number 5, is Alexander. So, again, he's stepping off. It's kind of unusual for one of their best players to be stepping off as much, but.
Well, you know, Addison drilled the 2 threes in the game, so he's playing well. And Alexander, of course, fire hard out front for them as well. So getting both those guys some minutes. 28-22 your score. Luke Thomas around the back pass. Brandon Newton, who was wide open, but he was blocked with the body by Matt Swank, so foul on him. The 16th foul for the Warriors, second on Swank.
It's a good move by Luke Thomas, because that, about you, I just can't do the behind the back. It's really hard.
I can with my left hand. I can't do. I can do it with both hands, but my left hand's better than my right hand. Weird because I'm right-handed. But
I just nope. It goes like way off, way out in the back. I'm like, nope. I didn't play basketball.
I remember I only did it one time when I was in high school. The bound the back pass and to the left of the guy that I wanted it to go to because he was wide open for 3, but he had to adjust to get to it, so he couldn't shoot a shot. I never did that again. I did this all the time and it was perfect, but in a game it just didn't work that well.
If you don't really know, practice is a lot different from being in the game.
Oh yeah,
a lot more pressure.
Totally different atmosphere.
There's a lot more people watching at this point.
Jamal Green kicks the ankles of Nate Lannis. Nate Lannis able to recover in the corner now. Alexander with the ball. The Stark working against Thomas. Up and under move blocked by Thomas as Alexander was right there for the back underneath the goal. Play there by Chase Alexander, the point guard, as Nick Sarai is going to go in the lane, and they're going to call a player aka charge as Jamal Green got underneath Nick Sarai. And so the first foul on Sarai, the third on MNU.
Fouls for Sterling, so they're one away from giving the bonus to Mid-America.
Jamal Green off top of a big covered wagon here at Bell Family Arena, left side to Alexander. Alexander as they work against man-to-man defense here of MNU. Tap the key to Givens. And Givens inside to Troy Smith. A nice move by the 6'7"
Great move.
Thomas
going up to Nate Lannis.
And Nate Lannis, you see again, running the floor transition. And a good eye there by Luke to get it to him. 30-20, 4-point game. Xander gives it to Smith. Smith, he'll turn and face, now kicks it back out to Givens. Gives it right back to Smith. Spin move, right-handed floater, no good. Luke Thomas trying to corral the rebound, but can't. And the rebound recovered by Givens, who drops the deuce there from the free throw line. Next guy, slice and dice in the middle lane. Tried to go, but a foul called by the far side official, or near to us actually, but away from the play. I will get a couple free throws as that foul goes against Troy Smith, his second, 17 foul and a half for the Warriors.
This will be Nick Sarai's first time line tonight. I mean, when he goes up like that, there's really no defending it. It's going to be called.
And now that I think about it, at Troy Smith, he played against Troy Smith back in high school. Nickerson was in the league until disbanded, and the last time we played them, we lost 87 to 82 or something like that. So a close game. They were a four school, so they were bigger than we were. But fifth out here in basketball, representing for Western. Nick Sarai, both of his free throws go. 32-28 your score now. 4-point game with 6:18 to go.
Randall already checking for the Pioneers. High schools I went to 4A. So when you say they were bigger, I'm like, man,
I went to 3A school, 200 kids in the school, so.
I mean, I'm like, man, that's 4A is small. 100 kids per class, but 50 kids per class. Can't see that.
Top of the key, Givens. His three is left short. Here comes Connor Langer up the left sideline. Langer now top to Sarai. 5:52 to play. Sarai slow pace down against the 2-3 zone of Sterling College. Sterling College hands active. Back to Luke Thomas and Nick Sarai, the short corner, wide open for the layup.
Pioneers in their lead up by 6. Sterling Warriors had it down to 2. A little push ahead. David Nelson also ready to check in for the Pioneers on the sideline. We were talking about the other day. They've now put chairs back from today.
And a nice move there by Braden Alexander, the leading scorer for the Sterling College Warriors. As after that, they're going to take a timeout, and so you'll be listening to KMU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com. Welcome back to the Center Bell Family Arena on Mars Court, the Jeff Uphouse Memorial. MNU and Sterling College. MNU on top 34-30 right now, 5:15 to play. David Nelson, Justin, two freshmen in the game. Nelson will throw up a three out of the timeout. Off the back rim, no good, and reaps Sterling. Here comes Green. Green will kick it to the corner. Now back to Thompson. Thompson, three. He left it short, but he gets his own rebound. Push now back to Thompson, and bodies fly inside, but Connor Langer able to pull the ball away, and he's going to put the ball on the floor fast from behind.
That was, I think that.
As Connor Langer just tried to throw the ball up there, try to get the shooting, as everyone here, or a few people there, stadium the foul as well. It is in the bonus, so he'll get a free throw at least. He'll get the second one if he earns the first.
That was kind of amazing that he did in that one. I mean,
oh, did his shot go in? I didn't see his shot.
Yeah, his shot in. They're all one.
Okay, they wanted the extra. That's why.
Yeah, they wanted the extra. I was like, he just kind of hit it and it went right in.
So he let the free throw short. 1-1, but Thomas the rebound all the way to the goal. Slap there by Braden Thomas is not called. A nice no call by the official.
Obvious.
MNU leads it 36-30. Top the key to Dower. Dower swings inside Addison. And Addison working against the freshman David Nelson now to Braden Thomas. Left side to Givens. Givens will shoot 3 from left wing. And Dower to hustle the ball down. Will push it out of bounds, unfortunately. And it'll be MNU basketball on the corner.
Coming to the Warriors, number 24, Zach Banks. He's a junior. First time we've seen him, 6'4" from Branson, Missouri. The Warriors in the fast break like to push it, kick it back, waiting for the 3. They usually can make it.
They've got some good three-point shooters in Thompson and Addison and Alexander. So definitely good for them. Trying to take some threes in there as well. Luke Thomas has the ball inside. David wide open on the left block, and he just works it inside. 38-30 or 4 minutes to play first half. MNU.
They make it easy down. Like we're up here, we can call it, but they make it look so easy. But we're not like 6'4", 6'5". We're pretty short.
The Pioneers, a team 9-10 last season, went to the Elite 8 in the national tournament. Rustin Dowd and Jacob French last season.
Hey, there was I'm forgetting his name. He's a senior. Lucas didn't do much. He was hurt.
Lucas Weigel, Justin Collard were 2 seniors
Thank you,
as well.
Collard. That was who I was thinking of.
Layup there by Alexander as he went right by David Nelson for the deuce. 2 now. Luke Thomas kicks it out to Connor Langer. Langer will drive to the middle lane and the shot, and say he was fouled on his way up by just the game for the Warriors. And that'll be it. First, the 19th foul of the half on the Warriors. And Connor Langer will get 2 free throws.
I see around one foul because his girlfriend plays for near soccer, who happened to play tomorrow at 1 o'clock here on campus over at the soccer by the softball field.
And are we going to that game?
We are. You'll be doing football, and I'll be doing soccer. So
fantastic. So Chris Hines will be on the mic tomorrow. Women's here right here at the Kansas. If you have time, you can go out to that, or you can come out to the ODAC and myself for the football program. As they
is
play.
it at 2 o'clock for the game tomorrow?
1 o'clock.
Football's 1 o'clock. Starting the same time. Unfortunately,
you can both of them on and just switch back and forth if you like.
You can drive to one for like one half and go to the other. Just both. That should be that MNU should do. You know, if you buy a ticket for the soccer game that's the same time as the football, you should get the same ticket at the other game if you want to leave at halftime. Why not?
Philosophy here from Chris. Connor Langer went one line. That 39-32 your score. A little under 3 minutes to play. Givens has a left wing and a push off by Givens. Offensive. Connor Langer just standing his ground, and it'll go back to MNU.
And that's the powerful MNU defense. I mean, they're ready to stay in there. They're ready to take a hit. They're not afraid to take a hit.
You know, and that's good scouting by your coaches, Matt Keeley and Adam Kepler, looking at that film, seeing the tendencies of other players. And Givens a guy that likes to push off a little bit, and so they told right there if he's going to spin and extend his arm, fall down, that call, and that's exactly what he did there. The ball too long. Brandon Newton downs as he's had foot down on the line. So back to the Warriors as Luke Thomas will check in for Justin Randall. And so your starters back on the floor for MNU.
As Rocky Lamar has 2 deep men. She's pulled 3 guys off, Randall, Nelson, and Long. But right now he's just trying to kind of build a lead. Either up 39-32. So maybe next half if he has enough lead, him like Kel Brewer or Atalo Ararujo.
So walk there in the middle of the lane by Phineas Starks. He's right back to MNU. So back-to-back turnovers by either team.
Me and Kevin still talked about his name. You have to Ara because he has A-R-A. Araujo.
Connor Langer from the left elbow there. Nice shot by him. Of course, the pure shooter averaging 24.5 this season. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 41-32 your score. Alex left wing for the College Warriors. Top the key to Eubanks, who gives it to Givens. Givens looking for a screen. He'll shoot a 3 though. 28 feet away. 5 feet at least. And here comes Nick Sarai off the rebound. And to Newton. Newton skips it across to Langer. Langer wide open. He'll throw up a 3. Off the no good to Eubanks. Here come the Warriors. Out ended up side guarded by Newton.
I almost was a Warrior. I was this close from going out to Sterling, Kansas.
And glad you did it.
Well, I'm here now, so.
Give his left side to Addison. Langer all the way to the goal. Has his shot or his body adjusted by Luke Nice. And Newton all the way ahead and rolls off. No good. Dave Clark there with the clean.
I don't know if everyone's happy that I'm here, but most people are. I know you're happy I'm here. I don't know. You may hate me, and I just don't know it.
11-point game, 3:32. I'm just going to avoid that question with 45 seconds to play in the first half. And he's lost the ball. Recovered by Stark. Underneath, and he's held on the way up. So Phineas Stark will get 2 free throws, a sophomore from Grayson, Georgia, for the Sterling College Warriors.
I'm happy to be here. That's what matters. It's okay if you don't want to.
Amen.
I'm going to have to change the answer for you.
So, we were talking, was it last about Jenkins playing basketball?
He does play basketball.
He texted me yesterday about him playing 8th grade. He's the 8th grade MVP. And he said he could score 7 points and have 3 rebounds and to play in a game last night. So if Rocky would have wanted to put him in. So
I guess I have a good team. Good alumni team. If Justin was here, so as a show up, French was here. Keeley, Lewis is up there. I'm not sure about the who's up there with Lewis. If he played, I'm pretty sure he did. Jamal Green coming in. Sterling.
Yeah, Phineas Starks drilled the first one there. So 10-point ball game again. 42.1 to go in the first half.
If Chris Lindem, he used to play for the Pioneers.
Yeah, gone. His sister now is a freshman playing from the women's team, Kayla Lindenmeyer.
Look, she put in Ottawa. She was in. She put up some hard few minutes, but after she Lewis wanted to pull her off and get the other girls back in and improve.
So back to is the lead. Second free throw by Phineas Stark is good. 42-34. Your score. 34 seconds to play. Connor Langer left side. He's double teamed, almost triple to Nelson. And now gives it the short corner to Luke Thomas. Luke work. Spin move in the middle lane. Double teamed. Good anticipation of the big man's moving to get the ball back. And there's a shot of the half. 15 seconds to play. Shot is off. Top of the key. Out in front. On top of the covered wagon is Addison. Guarded by Nelson. He'll go to the left and go down the left side. Nelson got a hit. Clark able to come away with it. Brandon Newton at the buzzer. Well, out of the glass, no good. But your Pioneers 3-4. You're listening to MNU Sports Radio, MNUsports.com.
Welcome back to Bell Family as at halftime with about 14 minutes left. Pioneers went into half 43-4, leading by 9. Some stats in the first half. We'll start with Sterling. Sterling comes into the half. They are 38.89%, 14 for 6 for field goals, 25% for 3 for 16, 100% from the free throw line. That's 2 for 2, 19, 7 offensive, 12 defensive, 6 assists, 3 steals, turnovers, 0 blocks, and 19 fouls. Addison is the scoring leader with 8. Swank is the rebounding leader with 4, and Green is the assist leader with 2. They have 10 bench scoring points, 12.8, 8 second chance points, and 2 points off turnovers. And for your opponent, they have a percentage of 58.62%, 17 for 29. 50% for threes, 4 for 8. 50% from the free throw, 5 for 18 rebounds, 15 defensive, 12 assists, 0 steals, 4 turnovers, 4 blocks, and 4 fouls. Connor Langers has scored 11 points. Luke Thomas is the 5, and Sarai is the assist leader with 8. They have 12 bench scoring points. Only 3, as we talked about, was Nate Lannis, Justin Rand, and David Nelson in the first half. They have 20 points in the paint, 6 second chance points, and 8 points off turnovers. So as the score is 43-34 with 12:48 left in halftime. We'll be right in half.
Welcome back here to Sports Radio, MNU Sports.com. We're here at halftime at the number 15 team in the nation. MNU leads it 43-34 over Sterling College, a team Central Kansas and a small Kansas community in the Big Six this evening. The Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic is the tournament that we're playing this weekend, and the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Scholarship here at MNU, awarded annually to a student athlete who represents the combination of strong Christian character, academic excellence, athletic distinction, and exemplified by Uphouse. Uphouse Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Jeffrey Allen Uphouse, an MNU student athlete from 1986 to 1989. After spent freshman year at Southeastern University in Texas, Jeff became the first scholarship recruit of newly appointed MNU head coach, Coach Rocky Lamar. Jeff spent 3 years on a team earning scholar honors his senior year before graduating magna cum laude with a degree in business administration. In addition, Jeff was named to Who's Who at American colleges and universities, a member of Gamma Epsilon, and was an honors scholar. In years after his graduation from MNU, through graduate school at his career in management consulting, Jeff remained out supporting MNU, a committed follower of Jesus Christ. To his friends, Jeff was always supportive and caring with a wit, a keen sense of humor, and a love of competition. To his family, Jeff was a loving husband, father, son, and brother, treasured his family. Throughout his life, he remained a godly man, never wavering from his faith, serving as an inspiration to all who knew him. Jeff touched many lives with his family because of his life. Jeff Uphouse passed away suddenly on April 22nd, 2000, while doing things he still loved the most, playing basketball. He left behind his wife, Daleen, the love of his life, 3 adoring sons, Grant, Cole, and Reese. Jeff was and will always be an outstanding example of a rounded Christian student athlete that MNU strives to provide. In an email that Jeff Uphouse sent to his father on May 19, 1999, he said this: "We shed the marriage we, or the light we shed, the message we convey, and ultimately the way we touch people in our time on earth is what it's all about." You're listening to KMU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com. MNU Sports.com. The second half now underway. 43-35 your score. 43-34 your score. Excuse me. As the Pioneers take possession of the basketball. And David Clark looking for the alley-oop pass from Nick Stride. And not high enough for David as he was stolen by the Warrior. And Brandon Newton would commit a foul. The first foul of the half against the Pioneers. First foul of the game for Brandon Newton.
Early foul too, 20 seconds into the into the half, excuse me.
Addison looking to split the double, but Clark and Stride able to clap as Swank, excuse me, pass there to Phineas Starks. Swank as David Clark left-handed floater off the left goes. 45-36, still a 9-point ball game here in the Up House Memorial Classic. Left side to Swank. Swank guarded by Newton. And we'll get a screen there, but dumped it offside to Green by Stride. Nick Stride, another hand on it. Just those feisty hands. Nick Stride trying to get that basketball. Nick Stride averaging under 2.5 per game. As this pass in Phineas Starks on the left. He'll work against Luke Thomas and run across the middle of the lane. But he walked before, no basket. 18:47 to go. MNU on top by 9.
And MNU looked strong in the beginning. Able to lock down since Luke Thomas looked a little weak at the very beginning. Lock that other possession for Sterling, not letting the man get around him too easily.
Sterling to a 2 defense here. Brandon Newton will take a shot from the left elbow, 9 feet away. It's not the net. 11-point extension for the Pioneers.
Makes you wonder what Sterling really do to be able to get ahead in this.
Swings around from Thompson to Addison. Addison will skip past to Swank. Swank will throw up a 3 air ball and dragged down finally by Starks, who will give it to Swank. Across the side of the court. The 2 and Dave Clark ahead. Now gets Sarai. Sarai looking at Thomas and thinking about Connor Langer. The back door will stop and pop with the right elbow from the right. For that, actually Nick Sarai for 2. His first bucket of the game, I think, for Nick Sarai. And 38 your score. Swank right side. Green back out to top. Swings it around to Adam.
That is Nick Strike's first. He went to both of those, but for a field goal, that was his first.
So Starks inside, double throws it. Connor Langer. Here comes Langer in the front, guarded by Green. He'll throw up a shot. Going to call it before, as Connor Langer just trying to get 2 throws, but they're going to say that it was floor, so the ball inbounded for goal. As Nate Lannis will step on the floor for the white shirts. And Langer will step off. Top of the key, Sarai. Sarai gives it to the corner to David Clark. Will shoot a 3. And a 3 of his own. David Clark, the 4 from San Antonio, Texas with 3.
Makes it 4 for 6 in his first 3 of the night.
David Clark played extremely well. As Addison on the right side gets a screen from Thompson. A nice fight through by Locke to stay on ball. And Newton has his hands down there as he heads to the top of the key. And they're going to call Newton foul of the half. Excuse me, the second team foul of the half for the Pioneers. Both on. Green gives a left side to Swank. Swank guarded by want to keep hands up, avoid another foul. Fights through the screen there. Inside now is a pass to Troy Smith, right hand against Luke Thomas. Just 12-point ball game, 52-40. Luke Thomas tapped the key. Cutting Brandon Newton. Brandon Newton got the shot up, but it wouldn't fall. As Green gets down, here come the Warriors. Green top the key, middle of the paint and picks the basketball in the corner by Cerrone. Tries to look past to the middle of the lane, but here by Thompson. Back into Troy Smith. His shot missed. Rebounded by Lannis. He'll bring the ball before for the Pioneers. The key kicks it right side to Brandon Newton. Will step back, shoot it from 18 feet away and miss it. And Luke Thomas going to the floor for the basketball, going to the bench. And they're going to say it's out of bounds off of you actually. Rocky Lamar upset.
It seemed like if he did hit the, he was shoved into it. Unfortunately, that does count as off of MNU, but still not the prettiest thing in the world.
So right side to Addison on the inbound. Things around to Swank. Just a little bit to try to cut into this lead. Point advantage for MNU. Swank looking inside. He'll take one shooter to the right and give it off to Addison. Guarded by Lannis. And Lannis will go all the way with the left block, and Fallon went up left-handed. So Addison shoot two. Pick up the foul.
That'll be his first personal foul. Third team for the half. As the Warriors come away with one foul for the half so far. Seems to have flipped from the first half.
Addison splash, nothing but net. For Sterling, Darius Alexander, guard. And they're going to go small. Sterling as Phineas Starks takes the seat.
It's interesting they're going to go small. Brandon Newton and David Clark. And Luke Thomas mainly.
Floor. Nate Lannis will drive the baseline. He got it to go. 54-42, still 12 points is your lead.
This is something I like to see, is Luke Thomas staying back, trying to get the ball if he can, and then still getting back to play defense. He's more well-rounded last year. He's improved so much.
And Swank will go to the short corner, giving it to Troy Smith. Has the ball stripped away by Nate. Able to it's short and rebound out to Luke Thomas here, pushing the ball ahead to David Clark. They're going to foul in the middle of the lane. David hard to the hole. He'll get 2 free throws. The foul there against Braden Thompson. The second personal on Thompson, the second foul of the Warriors. And his first free throw is nothing but net. I know David Nelson checking in the game for MNU, replaced Fry and Connor Langer in front of the scorer's table, ready to come in for David Clark as his second free throw above the bottom of the barrel. 56-42. And Justin Randall coming in as well for Brandon Newton. Darius Alexander ball out front for Sterling College, right side to Addison. Screen, gives it off to Swank, it inside to Smith. Smith, right-handed in the middle of the lane. No, try power against Luke Thomas, but his right hand left short. 14-point game. MNU on top. The key here. Luke Thomas swings the left to Langer. Will dribble once, twice, shoot a 3. The key off the back rim, no good. Rebound Smith. And the crowd here wanted a call for an elbow Smith against Randall, but no call there. Braden Thompson saw a mismatch. Randall went right around him and shot the jump shot from the right elbow. So back to 12. Nelson has it out front for the Pioneers.
Point guard coming in for Nick Rice. Nick Rice a little bit of a break, and that's going to go Luke Thomas' foot and out of bounds.
David Nelson probably would not have been thrust into that role had it not been for the offseason injury facing Garrison, who is recovering to a knee injury out in Arizona back home.
Pray for you every day, Jason. Next year.
And so Swank gonna drive to the baseline and miss the layup, kicks it back out to Thompson. 3 air ball, rebounded by Luke Thomas. David Nelson ahead to Lonnie. Nice pass to Randall, who won't be for it. And Randall's gonna back it and have a nice floater from about 12 feet away. And Swank will pump fake and go around Randall this time. And the goal is a shot. And here's Connor Langer ahead. Stops and pops from the right elbow. He missed it. Here comes Thompson. Thompson on his left shoulder will go to the baseline, guarded by a tough shot. He missed it. Now number 2, Fred Richardson, the third, will throw up a 3. And no good. Rebound to MNU.
Ready to check in for Pioneers. So they give it out to Nate Lonis for the 3.
Nate Lonis, hand down, man down. He'll throw a 3 off the rim, and it'll go over out of bounds. Back to Sterling.
So you played basketball, so you should know. So I really don't know. Sleeve, I don't know. The sleeve has always been interesting to me. I mean, I thought wanting the free movement of my elbow.
You know, it's just really player preference. I mean, some people do it for the look. Be like their favorite basketball player in the NBA. A lot of people, they need it for medical reasons. I'm a high school actually nothing but 8:58:47. Anyway, I'm a basketball official for the Kansas State High School Activities Association. The rule is it has to be for medical purposes. A doctor's note on hand if the official wants to question it. So, and Braden shoot another 3, and back-to-back for Thompson. Gets his team back within 8, 58-50 under regulation.
I can understand maybe if you cut your arm or something happens like that, and you got to have a sleeve on to be bleeding or that kind of thing. Makes sense. There's a pad on his at the elbow. I mean,
yeah. David Nelson's throw up a 3. Nothing but Twine. David Nelson, the second 3 of the game here for the freshman from Olathe to South. Darius Alexander, right corner now for the Sterling College Warriors. Thompson, David Clark, fouls on the floor, and so his team will get the ball inbound and underneath the own goal. I had a in high school actually he dislocated his game in a game.
Oh gosh!
After he dove for a loose ball to basically our identity team, he ended up wearing a sleeve after that, just kind of with a pad on it to protect that dislocated elbow.
See, that makes sense. And by the way, I was going to try to get into the Keisha officiating, but just didn't this year. I'm, doing management at this radio station. I'm like, I think I have plenty of other things going on right now.
Yeah, you got to go to a meeting, you got an officials clinic,
and then all the games that you're going to be,
and then you get assigned games, and I mean you can decline. And book your own schedule. So I mean, as far as the scheduling goes, you can just do whatever you want. It's fun. I enjoy it. I do some middle school. I just do middle school and some YMCA stuff, but it's fun to stay up to date. They did a little spring also YMCA. That was fun. Braden Thompson's first free throw, nothing but Twine. Ball game 14 play in regular at Jeff Apphouse Memorial Classic in that side of the Cook Center.
I think I'd rather do high school if I'm that kind of officiating, just because I just didn't watch middle school basketball.
Thompson's second shot missed, and the tip right of Newton, who will get the foul and the bucket. Looking for a 3-point here.
Coming in here is number 31, Matt Swank, and number 32, Phineas Starks.
And I said the same thing when I started officiating. I said I want to do the middle more than just start out doing.
Oh gosh!
But it's really, it teaches you a lot. It takes the extra fair for a 3-point play, 4:51. But it really teaches you a lot of the game and be able to watch and learn to actually thrown out on the high school court, because the high school game, honestly, from an official standpoint, is pretty quick. College game a little quicker, bigger as well. I don't know. I like where I'm at doing middle school right now. I'd like to do high school later on. I mean, I'm an education major, so I'll be in the high school setting. It is. That'd be fun to be in a.
I've done some non-league officiating for them, for middle school and younger kids as well. But actually, I don't know.
The miss pass ball there as Gibbons is going to stop at the three-point line and shoot the three, and Alexander's going to get the rebound and the put. Justin Randall, the turnover, turns 2 points for the Sterling College Warriors. The first big mistake I've seen by the freshman so far tonight. 63, 8:24 to play here in Family Arena.
Thomas is on the sideline ready to check in. I'm guessing for Justin Randall. I mean, there's no other explanation. I don't know who else to talk about right now.
Nick Sarai, nice floater from the right block there as he picking off pass with one hand, swinging all fouled hard.
And I think that should.
And that will probably, they're going to put that against for Newton. Third foul to half. Pioneers. Swank will shoot two. Luke into the game, as is Tyler Thomas, going to get in as well up the scorers table. Tyler Thomas seeing his first minutes of the evening.
Like I said earlier, haven't really gone too deep in the bench. Justin Randall, David Nelson, Nate Lonis, Thomas, so they've gone four-man deep. We still have. He's a big asset for the Pioneers. Haven't seen him tonight yet, so not really sure where they're going to go tonight.
Going to pick up his third foul. Will sit the bench now as Justin Randall also out of the game. As Luke Thomas able to the rebound, miss free throw, 12-point ball game. MNU on top 4 in the corner. Connor Langer for three. Bang, bang, bang. Three. Connor Langer.
Connor Langer looking really good as he has.
Up here by Gibbons as he drove around Langer on the crossover. 2-point bucket for him. 56, 40 to play. Side to Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas, quick move around. Starks, his shot blocked by Hank.
So Langer has 6 attempts for the 3 points. He made 3, and he's 9 for field goals. So that's how much he actually wants to shoot the 3, and he has 14 points tonight.
You know, they say a good free shooter shoots around the 40% range. So if you're 3 and making them, well,
yeah,
it's pretty. Point, Connor. He's done that over the years here. I mean, you started a little bit as a freshman and sophomore, his entire junior season, and then this season, of course, looking to be a full-time starter and leader for this team.
He did not start the entire junior season. He got pulled out the last few games. He wasn't doing what he was looking for. Me and Rocky talked about that as well, and it was Connor just ready to starter.
If you know Connor, I mean, he's quite the character.
Yeah.
He grew up in Great Bend, Kansas, which is 10 minutes from my town before he transferred to Gardner. And I mentioned something about Great Bend in the intramural softball tournament when we were playing because I was doing PA for them. He said, "You know Great Bend? You know where that?" I was like, "Yeah, I know where that." He's like, "Because he's back home. See him. I mean, every so often we chit chat back home, which is kind of neat."
Only time I go to Great Bend. Not have to. I guess that seems like a punishment. I was hunting in Kansas. That's the only time I've been in the area. Other than that,
you know, your Western school shut down for the first day of season.
Did they really?
We had a school on it.
That is awesome. It's a holiday.
David Clark comes in the game back for Tyler Thomas, who had there just to give a guy a break. Connor is going to slice all the way to the middle of the lane. Finds Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas off the glass and good. A nice find by Connor with the assist.
They closed for the first day.
For deer season, yeah.
Deer season. I go there is what I.
Yeah, so. And there's plenty of kids in my high school that they would not be in school for the first day of the season. They would have a sick note. Next guy, we have the floor for Luke Thomas. Off the glass, good.
I think he's going to slam that one. He had plenty for it.
I know. I wish he would have just dunked it. Come on, Luke. 3:57 is your score. MNU on top, 16 points.
Leads are going.
Addison, the right side, top of the key. Starks looked left. Now gives it back to Addison. The weave pass back to Gibbons on the left, guarded by Clark. Clark waited for that screen. Nobody there, so Gibbons drive down the left side. And pressure by Thomas makes the And David Clark will drive all the way middle of the lane. Floater won't, but foul. 2 free throws coming for Clark.
David Clark is 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight, and he has 11 points. We have 4 Pioneers in double digits for points. There's David Clark with 11, Brandon Newton with 11, Connor Lee with 14, and Thomas with 12. Also, Nate Lannis has up there. Nick Sarai with 6, David Nelson with 6, Justin Randall with, and
that's something you like to see. First couple of games you saw Luke Thomas 30 and
Connor Lang
scoring 30. And so you like to see 3, 4, 5 guys even in the double digits for your team, which means you have multiple weapons and you can go in for offense at any time during the ball game, which is a good if you're any team. Free throws missed there by David Clark. Phineas Starks got the foul the half on Sterling. Elena Starks as the tip in there by Troy Smith, who's actually back in the game for the Warriors. Next, the Pioneers.
Pioneers up 12 now.
7 here in the first or the second half rather. Connor drive left side, a little push off, no call. Now Nick Sarai, 2-3 defense. Luke Thomas slicing the defense in the